Okay, in a recent video I did called my Criterion Collection Blu-rays, Bruce Wayne, familiar name, said, "Wonderful collection. What is your absolute favorite?" Now I answered him, but it doesn't appear for some reason here. I guess he got it. He got it in his inbox. I said, nobody's ever asked me that before, and so I'm going to go ahead and try to answer that now. I'm afraid I'm going to cop out a little bit, Bruce, and I hope you'll forgive me, but I've got two. And I'm not including box sets because I think that's kind of a cop-out too. I'm going to include single movies with keeping in mind the quality of the movie, the quality of the transfer, how much I like the movie. So it's the video and sound, how much I like the movie, which counts more than most anything, the significance of the movie, which may play a role here, and the extras. I think extras play a key part in the Criterion Collection stuff, so I want to make sure there's a lot of extras. So first, I'm going to go with the one I think, if I had to pick one, it would probably be this one. It's the one that got me started in the Criterion Collection. It's a movie that I saw when I was a kid. I don't know, maybe 10 years old or something. Flipping through at the time, for those of you who remember, public television stations, back when there wasn't a lot of cable. We didn't have cable, and so you only had 3 channels to choose from. NBC, CBS, and ABC in the United States, and then public television, which showed a lot of art house films and things. And this one I caught toward the beginning, but not quite. And then over the years, maybe when I was like another couple of years, when I was like 12 or 13, I found it again on public television again. I got the name of it. I remember the name of it, and wanted to watch it again. And it's the only type of movie like this, subtitled, black and white, old, that I remember as a kid really liking, other than, well, not the subtitle part, but like Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, things like that, the black and white movies. But anyway, this one is my favorite Criterion if I had to pick one, and it is The Seventh Seal by Ingmar Bergman. And I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, I was fascinated with it as a child, and even as an adult, I'm still fascinated by it. For me, it's a lot of things that what the Criterion Collection's all about, a classic movie. In fact, this movie, as it says in the booklet in here, launched not only the career of Ingmar Bergman, but the career of Max von Sydow, who, of course, went on to many, many movies. The role of the Exorcist, and the list is significant. But go on to IMDb and put in Max von Sydow and see what you come up with. You'll come up with a ton of movies. So it launched his career, launched Bergman's career, launched the whole concept of the art house movie, and launched Janus Films. So pretty significant. This movie did all that. And this movie's been parodied, the whole chess scene with death. Parodied but never equaled. Just exceptional movie. It's got, the hint of sexuality that a lot of Bergman's films have. This one's got kind of a playfulness to it. But yet also there's an ominous nature to the film too, with of course death playing a role. Just really well done. And if you look at the back, and I like the fact this was not overly done. It's just black with just his face on it. I really like the look of that. And then if I can zoom in on this thing, come on, oh boy, there we go. So you've got a high definition digital transfer. Introduction by Ingmar Bergman from 2003. An audio commentator by Bergman expert Peter Cowie, with a new afterword. Then you've got Bergman Island, an 83-minute documentary on Bergman, with some interviews with Bergman, an archival audio interview with Max von Sydow, a 1989 tribute to Bergman by filmmaker Woody Allen, who doesn't do this kind of stuff at all, but he did this. Bergman 101, a selected video filmography tracing Bergman's career, narrated by Cowie. The trailer, optional English dub soundtrack, I don't recommend that. And new and improved English subtitle translation, they always say that. And then a booklet featuring an essay by critic Gary Giddens. So, 97 minutes, black and white, monaural in Swedish with English subtitles, 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio. So it's going to fit well on your standard television set and have some bars on the sides, I guess, on your, widescreen television. So there's the I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there you go. There's the plot synopsis. I'll give you a quick look at the booklet inside. Plain disc, plain black background. Just some beautiful pictures in here that really summarize kind of the look of the film. Really cool looking. So if I had to pick one, I suppose this would be it. But, like I said, I'm going to pick two. This film was one I'd seen before. But there's, the Criterion Collection, the nice thing about the Criterion Collection is, as I unwrap this other one, is, you get to find films that you didn't really know about or you hadn't seen before. And to me, that's exciting. It's exciting to come across a film that I've heard of, but never seen. Heard of maybe just through YouTube. Or sometimes I've heard of it, years earlier, but just never got a chance to see it. This is one that I had never seen, and I guess I heard about it first, I guess on YouTube. I'm not recalling exactly when I heard about it, but I think it was on YouTube. It's one of the earlier ones I bought when I started buying the Criterion movies. And it's another black and white. This one, though, is in English. And this one, Ingmar Bergman, very celebrated director, lots of movies. This director, one movie, and this is it. But it's a good one. Of course, he's an actor, famous actor as well. But only made one movie, and what a shame that he didn't make more. And so my other favorite out of all my Blu-rays, I'm going to do another one on my favorite DVD. Hope that's not too much of a cop-out, Bruce Wayne. But I'm going to do this is just the ones I went over the other day, the Blu-rays, which is at least half the collection, maybe a little more than half the collection. But this is my favorite, other favorite Blu-ray, and that is The Night of the Hunter, directed by Charles Laughton. Robert Mitchum, Shelley Winters, wonderful movie. Oh, I didn't. This is come on, focus. I hate it when it won't focus. I have to take my word for it. It's 1955. I don't want to do that. Very odd. 541 is a spine number. So if I didn't have much luck with that, let's see if I can get zoom in on the extras here like I did in the other one. Sort of. Well, new restored digital transfer with an uncompressed monaural soundtrack. Audio commentary. Oh, getting closer. That's better. Interviews. Interview with Lawton biographer Simon Callow. That sounds familiar. Clip from the Ed Sullivan Show in which cast members perform a scene deleted from the film. That's kind of cool. 15-minute archival documentary about the film featuring Robert Mitchum, who's great in this. Archival interview with cinematographer Sandy Cortez. Gallery of sketches. That's on disc 1. Now, disc 2 is a 2.5-hour treasure trove of outtakes and behind-the-scenes footage of Charles Laughton directing The Night of the Hunter. Yeah. New video conversation between Git and film critic Leonard Maltin about Charles Laughton directs, plus a booklet featuring essays and so on and so forth. So this is really cool. Great movie. It's a horror movie, as it says, with the qualities of a grim fairy tale. Stars a sublimely sinister Robert Mitchum, and he's a traveling preacher that's got like a love on one fist or fingers and hate on the other. He's after some money, and he'll do anything to get it. And he thinks these children here are the secret. So there's a telling scene. Yeah. There's another one. Really, shadows in this, the use of black and white cinematography, gorgeous. There's some of the angles here that they choose to shoot. There's the preacher looking for the kids, and look at them. Terrified just even seeing his shadow that close to them, or his outline that close to them. A little fancier than the Seventh Seal disc, in that you've got artwork behind here. There's love, and that's sweet. And there's the preacher. Isn't he a nice looking preacher man? He's he's a Bible belter. And there's hate on the other fist. There's Charles Laughton directing Robert Mitchum. What Lillian Gish is in this too. She of silent film fame. She's in this. She plays a great role as well. It's kind of a protective grandmother, I guess she is. Oh, there she is, Lillian Gish. This is another great book. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's the extras, it's the quality of this film, it's the cinematography. I mean, this just feels like a special film when you're watching it. Have you ever had that experience when you're watching something and it just feels special? You know, only certain movies have I had that experience with. Oh, that's a scary scene right there. You know, scary in the, you know, not in a Frankenstein or Dracula or slasher way, but scary in like a real life, this could really happen sort of way. Somebody who's obsessed with getting money will stop at anything, to nothing to get it, liable to do just about anything, and children are no sentimental favorite. They're just an obstacle, an easy one at that, usually. So, The Night of the Hunter, just a great, great movie. I recommend Night of the Hunter. I recommend The Seventh Seal. Those, out of all my Blu-rays, are my two favorite Criterion Blu-rays that I own. And might even be my two favorite out of the entire collection. But we'll take a look at my favorite DVD, or maybe DVDs, out of my DVD portion of the collection, which has a lot more out-of-print stuff than I have here in the Blu-ray section. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. And maybe if I'm pressured, I may do an overall favorite if I had to just pick one out of everything. Right now, I'm copping out with 2, Night of the Hunter, and, of course, Seventh Seal. I'm going to cop out with 2 of those on my Blu-rays. Do at least 1, maybe 2 DVDs, and I think I already know which ones I'm picking. But let me do my overview of my DVDs first before I do that. All right, guys, that's it for now. Comments? What do you think? What's your favorite Criterion Collection movie that you own? Or what's your favorite one out of the ones I showed or out of the ones you're aware of? I'd be curious. And that's it for now, guys. Take care.